this is Raina. Thank you for joining me on my crochet channel. In this video I will show you how to crochet this Barbie Vogue dress. So this is a dress for colder days, and I think it's fancy enough for all the holiday parties. So we start this dress with making a sleeve here, and then we continue with a dress top and then make that second sleeve. Then we'll crochet the skirt with the black stripes, and then we shape the neck opening, and on the back we'll add 3 beads for buttons and button loopholes. And I would say this is intermediate skill level project. And for my main color I'm using the Lion brand yarn called Oh Baby Organic. It is 100% organic cotton. One ball has 50 grams, 180 yards. One ball is enough, and this one is fine size 2. And my contrast color is Aunt Lydia's crochet thread size 3. That's because I didn't find black in this collection. So you can use also both Aunt Lydia's crochet threads color red and black. So I'm going to combine these two because they are about the same size. My crochet hook is 2.75 millimeters, and I like to use these beads for the buttons. You need 3 of them, and the size is 2/0. And if you decide to use the beads instead of tiny buttons, you'll also need a finer crochet hook. Mine here is 1.5 millimeters, and so making sure that it fits the beads that you're using, that it will go through the bead hole to pull the yarn through. And you may also find the stitch marker to be helpful in few steps. And let's get started. And using my red yarn, we are starting with the first sleeve and make slip knot, then chain 11, 2, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we're going to now make this special stitch called extended single crochet stitch, and inserting hook in a second chain from the hook. Skip this, insert here and pull up a loop. And now instead of finishing the single crochet stitch as usual, we're going to yarn over and pull it through that first loop, then yarn over again and pull through 2 remaining loops. This is called extended single crochet stitch. And now make 10 of them. First is made. And to start the second row, first chain, then turn and make your extended single crochet stitches. Same way, pull up loop, pull through first loop, then pull through 2 loops. and make 10 here. And this way make now 6 rows. 6 rows, and first sleeve is made, and now we're going to make the body of the dress top, and we need 8 stitches here on both sides. So first on this side, chain 9, 5, 6, 7, 9, and again we're going to make our extended single crochet stitches, starting with that second chain from hook. And make the 8 stitches on the chain first, and then just keep stitching on top of these stitches on the sleeve and make 10 here. And also chain 9 on the other side. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. And here now, starting the next row, same way, in that second chain from hook, make same stitches. And then keep stitching here, make 10 here, and then you have 8 here, so total is 26 stitches now on each row, and make 4 rows, those longer rows like that, 26 stitches, including this one we're already started, 4 rows. And now counting my rows from the beginning, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 rows completed. And with the next row, we're going to shape the neck and back opening. So chain 1, turn, and make now 8 extended single crochets. And next, chain 18. And to start that next row, we need to chain 1 more and then start the stitches in second chain from hook. So make now these 18 stitches on chain, and then 8 more when you get here to end the row, and make then 3 more rows, so total of 4 rows, including this one we're starting right now. And I have 16 rows now completed, and with the next row we're going to start the second sleeve. Chain 1 and turn, and make 8 stitches and then 10, so 18 same stitches here. And leaving last 8 stitches here unworked. Chain 1 and turn. Now make 6 rows of 10 stitches for that second sleeve. This is the first, so make 6 of 10 stitches. And so this is now 23 rows completed, and the dress body is made. Going to cut off my yarn fast enough. One note here, leave longer tail when you cut off. Let me give you the length. About 15-16 inches long, so you can use the tail to stitch the side here. And same with the beginning tail. I'm going to put a note when you start the foundation chain, leave longer tail that you can use. I didn't, so I need to cut an extra piece of yarn strand, which is okay. It's just easier to use the existing tail. And the next step is to stitch the sides together. First, fold your work. Then I'm going to do this side here first, where I left my long tail after finishing last row. And going to use the whip stitch here, so just inserting needle through both sides. And after I'm done with my stitches, I'm just going to weave in this and making a few more stitches here going upwards. Or downwards, whichever way you look. Now cut off, and then do the same on the other side here. And the first 2 rounds of the skirt will be with a contrast color. So here's my black, make a slip knot. And I'm going to join it now, turn it to face the back and join it with the single crochet stitch in this end space here of that first row. Make a single crochet. Now we need to single crochet in end space of each row. And I did 19 stitches here. Next I'm going to join it with a slip stitch in that beginning single crochet. So from now on we're going to work in rounds. So first slip stitch in the first, and starting the second round, chain 1, and now just single crochet 2 in each stitch. So 2 in that same first stitch, and then 2 in each next. So now you have 38 stitches on the round. I'm going to slip stitch in that first single crochet here. And don't cut off the thread. Next 2 rounds are going to be with red yarn, and then we continue with the black. And make a slip knot with your main color, and on that third round we're going to start that special pattern of the skirt with single crochets and spike stitches. First I'm going to single crochet in that same stitch where I finished with the black, leaving this loop. Made it longer so not to unravel, leave it behind here for now. Make that first single crochet in same first stitch. Next one is going to be the spike stitch, and this one you will need to insert your hook here under that next single crochet. It's kind of right next to this single crochet, that space on our first round, and pull up a longer loop, make single crochet. This is the spike stitch. Next single crochet is here, make regular single crochet here. Next spike stitch, again insert your hook under below that next single crochet in that space right here, pull up longer loop and spike stitch. Next stitch is here, make a regular single crochet, and again spike stitch. It's quite a space here, it's easy to see where to insert hook for that longer stitch. And again regular and spike, regular, spike. Now do this all around. And here let's do that last spike stitch here. And now slip stitch, pull that tail back here, slip stitch in that beginning single crochet. This is the third round now, and the fourth round is just going to be single crochet in each stitch. So start with chain single crochet in each stitch around. And end the round again with the slip stitch in a first single crochet. Now pull that loop longer, and I'm gonna leave that one in the back. Next 2 rounds are going to be with black. So pulling up my loop from back here, pulling it shorter. And these last two rounds, 3 and 4, will repeat. Just we change colors every time. So now with your loop back here, go into that same single crochet stitch that you just did the slip stitch in with red. Make your single crochet here, and then the next spike stitch, you'll need to insert your hook under that next single crochet, a red one. Again, that's a space, kind of, you see it's next to that red spike stitch. In the next stitch, make regular. Again, insert hook right here under the next single crochet, spike stitch, regular stitch, again spike stitch, then regular, spike, and again here, this is the last spike stitch, and this is my beginning single crochet here, slip stitch in it, then chain, single crochet in that same stitch, and just single crochet in each stitch around. And again, finishing this round with a slip stitch in first single crochet. Pull up a longer loop, next two rounds with red yarn, pulling up that loop from back here, then insert your hook through that same stitch, and pull that red loop through, make a stitch, and now continue again, make a spike stitch underneath that next single crochet and regular single crochet in the next, spike next and regular. And now this way, make 3 more stripes. So 1, 2, and make 3 more with black, then 1 more with red. So with red you'll have 5. We'll finish with black. Let's meet then back here. And I made 5 stripes with black, and then I did 2 more rounds with red, and now we have last 2 rounds with black. So at this point now, going to cut off the red and fasten off. And one more time, going to bring up that black loop back here, inserting hook first stitch, pull thread through, make a stitch. Now the first round of those last two, just do the same, single crochet and spike stitch, single crochet, spike stitch. And ending this round same way, slip stitch in that beginning stitch. And the last round, chain 1, single crochet in same first stitch. Now chain, skip this next spike stitch and single crochet in the next single crochet. Chain 1, skip spike stitch, single crochet in the next stitch. And last chain, skip last spike stitch and slip stitch in that first beginning single crochet. And finished with a skirt part, fasten off. And now we can do the back and neck opening here, adding button loops and 3 beads for buttons, and make a slip knot with the main color. And starting here on the left side, where we also will add button loops, I'm going to stitch in each of these stitches. The first one right here, join with the first slip stitch, then go in the next stitch, make slip stitch here, and we'll make the first button loop in that second stitch. So chain 4, and now insert your hook through that first chain and also through that stitch below that you did the last slip stitch in. In the back, yarn over and pull it through all these stitches and the loop unhook. This is how I like to secure that loop chain. Next, go in a next stitch, make a slip stitch. Also slip stitch in the next stitch. And we'll make the second button loop. Chain 4. And again, insert hook through that first chain and then also through that stitch right below, yarn over, pull through these stitches and the loop unhook. Slip stitch in next stitch and also in the next, and we'll make the third button loop. Chain 4, insert hook through first chain and stitch below, yarn over, pull through stitches and the loop, and now slip stitch in the next and next, and slip stitches are kind of tight to make sure you're not making them too tight around the neck opening, and make all the stitches until the last one here in front. We'll make the center here together. And now here I did the last slip stitch on the side. I'm here in front center. I want to do 2 slip stitches here. First one in here, And the second one, I'm going to insert my hook in this stitch below the next one. So not in this space, it will create kind of a hole, but through this next stitch. Make that slip stitch here. Then on the other side, you'll see these foundation chain loops. So inserting, they may be a bit tight. Inserting hook through them, make slip stitches here. And so now when you slip stitch on this other side and get to the back, you want to mark the stitch where we need to insert the first bead for the button. And I find that it's 7th stitch from the beginning. So count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 7th is here. Mark this, so we need to slip stitch until that one. That will go well with the first button loop, and let's do those slip stitches until the stitch marker. And here's my stitch where the first bead will go, so I can now remove it. And first slip stitch in this marked stitch. Pull the loop longer, take the hook out. Now put the bead on the finer hook, and then insert it through the loop and pull it through the bead. And then continue with your bigger hook, put it in a loop. Now I want to make an extra stitch here, but you see that we can't slip stitch in this stitch below. So I'm going to insert my hook through this stitch here below. Pull up loop and pull it through the loop on hook. Make kind of like a longer slip stitch. And then continue going that next loop. That's still that foundation chain loop. Make slip stitch in the next. Also make slip stitch in the next. And here we will insert the second bead, pull the loop longer, put the second bead on the hook, insert through the loop and pull it through the bead. And then continue with your bigger hook. And again, make that extra slip stitch, inserting hook in this stitch below. So this is to secure the bead. Again, slip stitch in next loop, also in the next, and insert third bead. With your bigger hook again, make that extra slip stitch below here. And now to finish, make 2 more slip stitches. First here, second here. And after these last 2 slip stitches, I actually want to make one more and inserting hook through this black loop here on the skirt part, so we will attach nicer here to the bottom part of the dress. And here now cut off and fasten off. And then let's see how those button holes and beads work. There, works great. And now weave in all these ends as well. And my finished dress, tried it on. I think it looks pretty good, and I hope you will have fun making this Vogue dress for Barbie to wear on colder days. You will find a written pattern link in video description box, and also check out my other Barbie outfit crochet patterns on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and happy crocheting!